Good morning, students. How was your night's rest? Great. So that means you're all fresh and ready to work today. Great. Let's start with this activity, and at the end of it, I have a special prize for anyone who can tell me what we're doing today. All right. So up out your seats and form a circle. Yeah, form a circle. You come around this way. Come around this way. Come on, quickly. All right. Now I have this chair here. Take a look at this chair. And I want you to describe what you notice about this chair. Yes, Vikash, it's black. Yes, Mandy, it's rusty. It's a bit rusty. Anyone else? Yes, it has cushions. Good observation, Daryl. Now, what I want you to do is I want you to take what you know about this chair and come up with a story about it. But here's the twist. You must pretend that this chair came to life and it's doing the things in the story on its own. All right, I'll put it down here. And I'll start the story and we'll go around the circle and we'll end right there at Vikash. All right. My starting line is, one day there was a lonely chair. All right, next. Yes, it longed to be in the company of the other chairs. Yes. Next. So it used the cushions as a propeller. Wonderful. Next. But the chair was too flat. The cushion was too flat to propel. Okay. Next. The chair cried, believing it will never be able to move and it will forever be lonely. That's very sad, Mandy. All right, Vikash, let's hear your ending. I hope that it ends happy for the chair. Okay, but all the other chair who had fluffier cushions, weren't rusty, came to visit the chair, so it wasn't lonely anymore. Well done, Vikash. Well done. All right. So take your seats, everyone. And based on this activity, I want you to tell me, what do you think we're going to be doing today for this lesson? No, not storytelling, Daryl. This is poetry class. Yes, Vikash, we're doing figurative devices. This figurative device is called personification. Now, Vikash, tell the class how you were able to gather that we're doing figurative devices. Yes, because we're acting like the chair is alive. So, class, what do you call objects that aren't alive? Not dead, Mandy. If they're not alive, they can't be dead. Helper Cindy. Yes, inanimate. Brilliant. Now, being that you know what inanimate objects are, and Vikash said we were acting as though the chair was alive, who can tell me what is personification? Very good, Daryl. Making inanimate objects come to life. But is it just making it come to life? What are we doing to make it come to life? Are we sprinkling magic on the chair like a fairy godmother? No? So what are we doing? Yes, Vikash, giving it human qualities in words. Very good. Good addition, Cindy. Personifying it. You see how she's breaking down the word personification to get the answer? That's correct. Now, I want you to take a look at these flashcards. I want you to take a look at these flashcards, right? There is an image on this flashcard. and you're seeing that the image is doing something. I want you to make statements on what you're seeing these images doing. So what do you see on this first flashcard here? Yes, it's a star. What do you observe about the star? Yes, it has eyes, Daryl. What are the eyes doing? Ashley, I haven't heard from you in a while. What are the eyes doing? Yes, it's winking. So what statement can we make so far about the star? The star winked at me, correct. What else is the star doing? Anybody? Smiling, yes. So what else we could say about the star in a statement? The star smiled at me, correct, Vikash. Now I want you to get into pairs and I will give you 2 flashcards. One of the flashcards is blank and the other has an image on one side. You're going to leave the blank one for the next activity. But for this one, I want you to come up with 4 statements on the image you see. Remember, we're doing personification, so it has to be aligned with what we just did. Right? All right, so form your pairs. Yes, Vikash, you and Cindy could go. Okay. Mandy and Darrell, okay. Okay, all right. I've given each pair the 2 flashcards. So remember, you're keeping the one, right? You're keeping the one blank one for the next activity, and you're going to fill out the one with the image on one side. You're going to put the words on the other side of the flashcard. All right, you have 10 minutes to do those in your pairs. Okay, students, you should be finished with the activity. Let's hear some of the pairs. What did you put for the cloud, Vikash and Cindy? Very good, very good. That sounds good. Any other? Great. Okay, what did you put for the spoon and plate? Who had the spoon and plate? Oh, this pair over here, yes. What did you put for the spoon and the plate? Very good, very good. Very good. Lovely statements, lovely statements. And finally, who had the flashcard with the sun behind the clouds? Ah, that pair behind there. What did you put for that? Great, great. Okay. Yes, yes. Wonderful. All right, students. It shows that you're paying attention, you're grasping what is happening so far. So, we're going to move on to the next activity. And I want you to keep your same pairs. Don't move. Stay in your pairs. We are going to look at this poem. Death came to see me in hot pink pants. Remember we did a poem in a previous class? Yes, and what topic? Who can recall the topic we were doing then? That's correct, themes. So for this now, we are going to be using the same poem, but instead of the theme, we are going to be looking for personification in the poem. Now hold up your blank cards. Right. Now for that card, you are going to draw a representation of death on one side, and on the other side, you're going to write the line in the poem that corresponds with it. So for example, you can draw a person as death, maybe a skull for a head, in fancy pink pants, and he is knocking at the door, but he's in a dream cloud. And that corresponds with the first line of the poem, which is, last night I dreamt death came to see me in hot pink pants. Very good, Cindy. All right. So now you have a couple minutes to complete your drawings. You have 30 minutes to complete your drawings and your corresponding words in your peers. All right, I'm seeing some very interesting drawings. I am seeing death. Somebody drew death in this with the sequence on his shoulder. Very good. Somebody drew, I'm seeing over there. Why not that swagged out like that, Cindy? Oh, okay. From what we discussed the last class. Very good. You were paying attention. Okay, class. Let's talk about your drawings. All right, face front. Let's talk about your drawings and how you were able to put a picture of death illustrated next to the words of the poem. So tell me, how were you able to visualize the image of death? Because the poet described it. That's right. Happy you're contributing now, Ashley. So tell me, how does personification benefit poetry? Yes, Vikash. Great observation. It helps you to paint a vivid picture of what the poet is talking about. So Heterois helped you to do what with death? Using which words? Yes, descriptive words, and she personified death with those descriptive words. Very good. And you saw what in according to her personification. The pink, it stood out, right? That's correct. Another question I want to ask, and this one, it involves you thinking. Is death an inanimate object? Y'all sound unsure. Is death an inanimate object? Can you see death? How can you see that, Vikash? No, you can't see. You can see somebody who has died, but you can't see death. So is death an inanimate object? No, that's right. So what is death? What would you call it? Who said that? Ryan, was it you? That is correct. It's an abstract noun. And so what does that tell you about personification? Because earlier we were saying that personification is for inanimate objects. But now we're talking about death, which is an abstract noun. Yes, it tells you that personification is also for bringing abstract nouns alive, giving them human qualities. That's correct. All right. So let's recap. Cindy, since you were hiding your phone over there, I want you to tell the class, what did you learn as personification? And I want you to use your phone as an example. Very good. Okay. I stand corrected. You've been paying attention, Cindy. All right. So, who else wants to use an inanimate object in the class to personify? All right, Ryan, you want to use the board eraser. All right, so what do you have to say about the board eraser? Very good. That personifies it. Now, who wants to use an abstract idea to personify? Ashley, give it a try. You chose happiness. Wow, that is beautiful, Ashley. Happiness greets me at the door of the house. Well done. I'm happy that you have grasped the lesson for today. And remember, we agree that personification helps you visualize, right? So, next lesson, we will visualize even more when we discover another element of poetry. And come next lesson, we will see what that element is. Good day, class.